Good. So, hello everyone, I'm Florian. I'm a student from Hamburg. The first time to be here, so let's see what happened. I'd like to tell you the story about the dashboard app. One day I saw a dashboard app from Google by a friend. I'm not a friend of Google, and so I thought we need it. So I started this without knowing what I'm doing, because I'm not a professional developer, and it's kind of a learning project for myself. What it is, I will to show you in the next slide, and I'm going to tell you what it could be if we all have enough time. Okay, at the moment, version 1.3 is the actual version. You can get it from the App Store. I think it's okay, it runs, but it's really not the best. Look inside the code and you will see it. My ideas are the following. There's a factory that creates all the widgets and organize it a little bit. There's an interface, you have to implement it if you write a widget. And if you do so, you have an automatic JSON setting option. We will see it later. There's an AJAX service. I'm not too sure, maybe it's implemented in the new versions, I don't know. There's a refresh service, so every widget refreshes by itself to show new news. You don't have to refresh the whole page. There's a highlighting information system, but I highlighted red because it's buggy. There are some shadows in the background if there's a connection problem or there's a new information or something like that. And for now, only MySQL is supported, and that's not good. Okay, at the moment you can use the widgets that are on the right side. You can have a look at your own. This is a small example how a widget can register at its own at the factory, and you can see, okay, you have the ID. You have a name, you have a refresh interval, set it to 0 so it will not refresh. You can use an icon that I included from me. And you can create a JSON settings string, and it will be passed automatically, and in the user settings you will see those those gaps to fill in your user preferences. You can tell what conditions are, so it will not be enabled if the apps are missing. You can include scripts and styles and put a link on the top heading to get to the whole app, what it stands for. That is what it looks like. It's version 1.0. Okay, maybe you have seen it or will have a look at it. What I'm planning to do is to create version 2, because I have learned a lot and I like to improve it. At the moment I'm writing my master thesis, so it will take some time, but it's planned to do a version 2. It's called Dashboard, not OC Dashboard. I don't know why I'm doing that. I like to create multiple instances of the widgets. Some admin settings features, so you can set which widgets are available for the users, and if commercial non-free widgets are allowed, and something like that. I like to support all DBs. I think that's a must-have. Use namespace is new for me, sorry. Use the app framework, of course. Change folder structure to every widget has its own folder. Because maybe one day, never stop dreaming, there's a widget store where you can download it automatically and so on. Okay, front end resize and position the widgets, that's new, and I like to create a new flat design because it's integrated better in the whole OwnCloud look and feel. There are many new ideas for new widgets, and that's a list from the GitHub. You can send me an issue if you have an idea for it. And of course, you can send me some ideas for better developing. If I understand it, I will include it. So, as I mentioned, it's a learning project for me. That's it. 10 seconds, great. So you can find me on GitHub or write me an email. That's it.